This will be round 4 of the league. 2-1 on the draw here. Seems like a decent hand. Seems good, actually. I'm going to keep my options open, play that waste, pass. Right, land and done. Or maybe I should just portent. I don't know. I like the idea of playing Accumulate Knowledge and then having portent next turn with 2 mana up. Yeah. Hopefully they don't have their own Accumulate Knowledges in their deck. It's always a little risky playing against another blue-white. Huh, that's interesting. I think I want to keep these. Well, okay. Lessons, interesting. So now that I've got that other counterspell I wanted, I'm going to try and impulse for a land. Okay, this is interesting. I can take the gush. Or I could just take the opt and try to hit the land that way. I'm going to do that, I think. Okay, still have a null up. They seem to be mana screwed here. I actually just lost O2 to a Replenish deck, so hopefully I can turn that around here. Lucky to be continuing to hit my land drops. And a little odd that the opponent is... there's another land. The opponent is without something on 3 mana to cast. Anyway, nothing to do but just play land and pass. Another discard coming. Playing something, okay. Would have been a great time to have a stifle. Yeah, that's fine. Replenish. Counterspell on that. Bad draw. No problem with Seal of Cleansing. Attunement. Yeah, that's alright. Gonna hit the seal. Probe. That was a pretty good draw. Mana leak. Yeah, it's the issue with Probe. Left me without a third mana. Of course, Impulse can't be used here. Yeah, this is exactly what happened in my last Replenish match. How bad is it going to be? Can I Wrath my way out of this? It's not impossible. Lots of time on the clock. Just going to play the Accumulated Knowledge and see what happens. Yeah, there's another counterspell. Need to have that earlier. Yep, it's just not enough. Maybe I need to be more careful about just not letting the backup replenish with Mana Leak when I'm hitting my land drops. Alright. How do I win? I need to not die. I've already used 2 of my swords. I already used my disenchant. So I can swords one of the opalescents, but then I take 11. I'm still just 1 turn from death. And I would need to either play Grizzly Fate somehow with Gush and Mox Diamond, or Wrath of God. 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, I should probably portent and just try to get really lucky and draw out of it. Because yeah, swordsing one of those doesn't slow them down actually. Ooh, okay. But yeah, I need to draw like 1 more card. I think it doesn't quite line up. Because I need to both get an island, get a plains with this, and play the Mox Diamond. Maybe they'll just play something that ends it. yeah, that'll do it. Okay. Nice to have not missed it in that close of a way. The Replenish just obliterates any residual chance I had. Okay, well, that went very badly. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. 3 and all. Friendly Mage. Pick up 1 swords for it. And now I'm faced with the same choice as last game, where I can put in the Exalted Angel over his swords, or I can just keep 3 Swords to Plowshares. And I feel like it makes sense to just keep the swords here. That's the opposite of my last match's decision. What I really need is 1 more card that's good against them. I'd be happy to have just 2 Swords to Plowshares, but I may as well just play the 3rd because I'm not getting anything better over it. Alright, capable. Alright. Though on the other hand, it's really not good because I don't have any green. 2 Gush is only marginally better than 1 Gush. And a Null is great, but then I have this other stuff following it. I'm just going to shuffle. What I'm thinking about is cutting one of my main deck furnaces for a foil, perhaps, with the plan being to usually just hard cast it. And it would be nice to have another hard counter, and it would also be really nice to, I don't know, to just be able to win the counter war against decks that try to punch through with something. It's just such a bad deal when alt casted, though. Like, it makes sense in Stifle Knot because you can just kill the opponent, but this deck has to just keep going. I mean, that's somewhat offset by the fact that it's going to be easier to hard cast it. But still. Maybe Misdirection would make more sense. That would have to be a sideboard card, though. It just doesn't seem right without much in the way of creatures. It's just more narrow. Like that last game, they gave me so much time. And they still just got me. Morph. Yeah, I mean, I've got 3 Swords to Plowshares in here. I think I can find one. Don't want to use a counterspell on that. Nice combo of cards. I do want to alt cast it, probably. blessing my draw spells. No portent. Gush, opt, Grizzly, Fate. Probably just take the opt and then shuffle. Let's see if they want to sink mana into it. No, interesting. Weird that they wouldn't play something instead. I think they do one or the other. Is that actually good? I mean, the reason I'm considering not taking it is because I can use green and 1 to Gaia's Blessing on my next turn. You know what? I'm going to keep it. It does seem pretty good. I have enough life. Yeah, I'll just let that get mana leaked. If I'm trading it for a leak. Yeah, I do need to keep 2 counters up, don't I? Can't be playing Gaia's Blessing here. Alright, flipping up the Angel. Frantic Search first. That's okay. Card disadvantage is helpful. Especially after sideboard, when they aren't throwing away Swords to Plowshares or something. Blessing, Portent, Opt. Right. Land. End the turn. Another search. That's okay. Yeah, I really like having the one meddling mage. Oh, weird that they discard Replenish. Not sure how I feel about that. I'll let them have attunement. Interesting. Yeah, Impulse seems like the card. Hmm. Other Blessing, double Impulse. Land and end. I'll be taking one more hit from the Angel. It's funny that I kept all those Swords to Plowshares, but they just are not showing up. See, they hung on to a little bit. Yeah, I kind of feel like maybe I should just not have any cyber creatures, because a lot of the time I like board one creature in, but they just have removal still. Happens with a bunch of different matchups. Right, I know they're in here somewhere. Another miss. Portent. Another miss. Any order? Yes. Okay, so they're gonna have... I'm gonna need to have 2 counter spells up. I need to just hope I rip the Swords to Plowshares. I dug so deep for it. What's this? Decree of Justice. Ooh, yeah, they got me bad with that one. Alright, well, that's it. I have officially been eliminated completely by Replenish. Definitely need to do some thinking.